It's Wednesday, October 16th. And actually, let me make sure about that. Yeah, 16th, 2024. Last night, chocolate was up here. Believe it or not, I couldn't believe it. Still can't. Well, I can't believe it. He chased some does around up here last night. I probably saw 40 deer. Nothing wanted to come close enough to my blind over there, so I had to move over here to my corner stand. We're hoping he comes out tonight up here. I haven't gotten him anywhere where I was hunting him, so I'm thinking he's hanging around up here. So we'll see what happens. If nothing else, maybe we'll shoot a doe. So we'll keep you posted. Stay right out of fucking range of this motherfucker. Right. Alright, everybody. It's October 19th. Anniversary of killing Sleepy, and not too far from where Sleepy used to bed too. This deer I'm after, he's really giving me a run for my money. I had him in here about a week ago. At 40 yards, couldn't get a shot. Wouldn't stop. He's been hanging around a food plot about 900 yards away from here. But in the mornings, I think he comes back down here. But I don't know. But I know this is his primary bedroom. So I'm hoping he's in here somewhere. But at this point, it's a game of cat and mouse, so we're just gonna sit and see what happens. sit. I got pretty good intel that chocolate is in this woodlot, right below 119. We hustled in here after work. Just got in a tree. A little late, but it's 5:32. I was in here yesterday at 5 o'clock and he came out at 6:30. Fingers crossed he does it again. I'm nervous. Usually when I got that nervous feeling, good chance we're gonna see him. Okay, so at this point in the video, since it's kind of hard to tell what's going on, I had just gotten a glimpse of chocolate coming down the hill to my right with a big group of does. I didn't know it was chocolate at this point in time. I could just tell that it was a buck, but I knew it looked like it was a pretty good buck, but I just didn't know who it was. There were some does to my left as well that were off in the field, and they had just started blowing. I don't know exactly why, because my wind wasn't blowing towards them, but you never know with those. So I was waiting to see what happened and paying attention to see where the deer to my right went. To give a little bit more context about my setup and where I'm sitting, I'm sitting in between a big woodlot and a giant destination food source, right off of a driveway, my neighbor's driveway. Actually, it's a gravel driveway, but the deer cross there. There's always between 30 and 50 does out in this destination food source every night, which is alfalfa and corn, cut corn. But I'd found this spot the day before on a Sunday, scouting. There was 3 to 4 scrapes in this small area, a few rubs, and I'd known that the does have always come through this area to get to the food source, and it was nice and quick to be able to get into there after work. So really my mission that night was honestly just for a doe, but as you're about to see, Chocolate, the buck I'm after, decided to show up. At this point, Chocolate has finally made his way down into the bottom where I'm at, and I now see that it is Chocolate. If you look closely, he is just to the left of my left limb on my bow, and right there he's about 45 to 46 yards, and there are does to the left that he is going towards, and I'm trying to figure out a way to potentially get a shot at this deer and hope that he comes closer. So after I think he's about to walk right down the pipe, 20 yards, probably walk by perfectly broadside, he decides he'd rather go after a doe. As you can see, he chased her off in front of me, across me, towards my left. And right now I'm panicking, thinking that he's probably going to go out into the fields to my left and I'm not going to get a shot at him. So I'm throwing dumb desperation grunts at him. Obviously that's not going to work, but whenever you got the biggest buck you've ever shot in front of you, you start doing dumb things. So we'll see if I can keep it together here and maybe I get a shot. So I'm going to stop the video right here and explain that. So this deer is right off above the bush, right above my bow. He's like right behind that. And he stands there and makes a scrape for probably 5 to 10 minutes and will not come out from behind that bush. So light's starting to fade, and I'm just really hoping this deer decides to make a move and I can get a shot at this deer before dark. So in this next clip and last clip, you'll see that there's going to be 2 does that are to my right. And I ultimately think that that's why Chocolate decided that he was going to come back into my opening. And he comes back into that first opening that he from when he first came down the hill. And if you remember, I said that was between 45 and 46 yards. And I get my chance at a pretty decently far shot that I don't usually take, but I felt pretty confident. Although it looks dark in the film, it was still light enough for me to see my pins and get a shot at this deer. dear God, please. Oh my God. So I finally got my shot. I was able to make a perfect double lung shot on Chocolate, and he ultimately ended up only going about 40 or 50 yards. I gave him a little bit of time. I went back, reviewed the footage, although there wasn't much to see. As you could hear in the video, that sound, that pop sound, is what every bow hunter wants to hear when they shoot a deer with their bow. I went back and got my dad, and we found him together, took a bunch of pictures, and got him out of there. To add to the story, I wasn't the only one hunting Chocolate. About all my neighbors knew that Chocolate was around. I think that I had a little bit better of a beat on Chocolate just because I pretty much knew all the time where this deer was. I was running about 15 cell cameras all over the farm, and I had him pinned down to mainly the area that I shot him in, but this deer did like to roam around a lot between my neighbors to the north and to the south. But most of his movement on other properties was at night, and I just ended up being the lucky one that was at the right place at the right time. But to end the video, I do have a little bit of trail camera pictures that I want to throw in, and some videos that my neighbors that were hunting him ended up sending me, and some summertime video that I took. So thanks for watching the video, and we'll see you on the next one.